Hi, this is Elizabeth Pampalone, and thanks for watching Absolute Marketing. Today we're going to talk about how to create your own category. So when you've been on any kind of program, you're signing up for something, they say, what category are you in? What industry are you in? And a lot of us can say, oh, I'm in marketing, I'm a coach, I'm professional, right? Professional services. Maybe you're a lawyer or a doctor in the medical field, in the health profession. So you kind of have these like generalized categories that you can subscribe to, right? And say, I'm in that category. Well, there's also a lot of subcategories. And if you've ever been on Amazon, let's just use that as an example, there is the category of books, right? And then there's all these subcategories: coloring books, kids books, and then if you go to kids books, you've got like books that are for kids ages 0 to 5, and then there's just so many categories and subcategories. So what I want you to think of is, how can you create your own category in business? It's kind of like finding a niche, which we've talked about in the past, but this is a little bit different. This is saying, like, taking your main category and breaking it down into a really, really small, well-defined category that really only you can fill. So for example, Absolute Marketing is obviously a marketing firm. That's what we do. We help people to get their name out there, get their brand online, and have a social presence. So do a lot of companies do that. This is like very, very common thing that marketing companies do. But what we've actually done is we've said, not that we have a niche client that we're serving, but we've actually said we're in a niche category ourselves. And that category is the in-a-day process. Now, other companies have done this in the past, some successfully, some not so successfully, but this is something that we specifically inhabit, this category we specifically inhabit. And there are so few companies that are actually doing this that we've almost created our own category. We've also created another subcategory of podcasting. If you've seen our podcast or heard our podcast, my podcast is between 2 to 3 minutes long. Some are a little bit longer. We have a few that are like 5 to 9 minutes long, but most of them are 2 to 3 minutes. And this is a subcategory of podcasting. Do other people do this? Sure. But we actually started this about a year ago, and this has definitely given us a leg up, an edge on the podcasting industry. So creating our own category. Now, when you do this, people will follow you. And I won't say follow you. That's the generous term. But in more reality, people will copy you. People will want to be in that category too. And when that happens, when your category that you've created becomes saturated, and I'm not talking 1 to 10 people, I'm talking like hundreds and hundreds of people in your niche category that you kind of set up for yourself. So whether it's the in-a-day category for us or the 2-minute podcast category for us, when people start to fill that in and it becomes hundreds and hundreds of people that have kind of followed you into that category, then it's time to create another new category. And as an entrepreneur, you're always innovating. You're always thinking of that next thing. You're always thinking ahead. So if you can blaze your own trail and think of create your own category right now, yeah, you might have to do this again in 5 years or 10 years or so, but it's going to keep you on the cutting edge of whatever industry you're in. So think of the category you can create for yourself today and get started on it, because there's a lot of people who want to follow you in there, and you're just going to have to create another one. So get those creative juices flowing and start your own category today.